Hi, I hope you're having a great day. So today I want to talk about risk, one of the most boring subjects in the world. So what do you need to know as a business leader when it comes to technology and risk? There's a lot of risk. There's a lot of risk from getting it wrong. And the big risks are cybersecurity. Many business owners are not aware of the massive risk easily could bankrupt the business. Outages, long outages, multiple days. These can kill your business. If your business is reliant on quick turnarounds, really disastrous. You need to plan for these kind of events. Data loss seems really obvious and basic, but people will lose data all of the time because it's not being backed up, it's not being managed, the systems aren't in place to make sure that people only store data in a sensible place. And actually, what's frustrating from my point of view is most people have a Microsoft license, they have a OneDrive license they can be using to sync their data to the cloud. They have a backup, possibly of the 365, so if stuff gets deleted, they can get it back. That is essential, by the way. But yet, these risks are not being managed, not being mitigated, because people don't understand the risks, they don't see it as a problem, so they don't deal with it. I was talking before about infrastructure and that old infrastructure. We just hit that wall and things keep going wrong all the time. And people say, Dave, why is my IT keep going wrong? Why do you guys not fix it? It's like, because your systems are old and rubbish, you need to replace them. And that's what's the thing, like with all technology. Think of light bulbs. The light bulbs, you've got the classic bathtub curve. Okay, so at the beginning, loads of light bulbs break in the first few hours. Then they're very, very stable. Then it gets towards the end of the life and there's a big spike. And that's the problem with tech, is that at the beginning, at the end of its life cycle is when the most problems occur. And if you're not expecting that, if you're not managing that effectively, you can misunderstand where the problems are that lie in your business. And I'm always saying that people spend a lot of time talking about infrastructure, but not the time talking about the risks of doing or not doing something. If you buy a CRM or ERP system, ERP is a classic example. You go, you know what, we've got one system that did everything, made the tea. And then you go, right, we just get the IT guys, we give them loads of money, bye, let us know when it's ready. It's a disaster. You need somebody who's done it before, that knows how the process works. Not just a project manager, but as somebody in leadership to supervise them and make sure that the system is going to deliver what you need, which you probably will do eventually, but it can take a very long time. And you need to be doing the feedback loop, going back to your team, finding out what's working, what's not working, walking around. It's obviously difficult in a virtual team. Find out what they're doing, how they're spending their time, look for efficiencies in the business, speak to your techie people, find out what they can do. That's the sort of thing I spend a lot of time dealing with nowadays. It's like, okay, you've got this system, but you're not using these components of it. Why is that? Okay. Is it because the system's no good, or you don't know how to use it, or it's just too much work to transfer over? There's a feature that you really like on the old system. It's very, very hard sometimes to kind of get these things over the line. And it's really important that as a manager, as a leader, you take front of place and really help the business to move that stuff forward. And also when it comes to those standard operating procedures, are you documenting things? Are you helping create a culture that's respective, that creates culture's documentation, that's a nice place to work? If you can get your team right and the technology right, you can do amazing things. But if you're just struggling because the technology is rubbish, struggling because you've got bullies in the team, struggling because you don't understand technology, so just don't look at it. You've really got to get these things under control. Make sure you've got the right people in your team, as well as the technical people, the people that can translate the technical stuff, and the management team that understand the big purpose of it and can work their way back down. Hope that's helpful, makes sense to you. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching.